Here at Tamaqua Area High School, senior Bronson Strouse making his choice official today for Bloomsburg University, going to play football there. Great career here at Tamaqua Area, playing on the offensive, defensive lines. Also an outstanding wrestler. I asked about your background, like what were you always good at in football? And you said your wrestling background really helped you.
Just with technique, I was always able to get off blocks easily. Wasn't really the strongest person, but during a football game, just physical machine, I guess.
Nice. And you said your dad got you into wrestling, and that you were always wrestling up a little bit.
At a young age, I started at 4, and just I was always getting beat up on in wrestling. And then one day I started beating up on the older kids, and that's how it all started.
Do you ever, I want to say go back now, but would you feel for those kids and be like, it's going to be all right? You're going to be that kid one day beating up on some people?
Well, I didn't think I was going to stick it out, and then
Oh, no kidding. Okay.
I just kept going. I quit soccer to play football.
So tell me about that technique. I watched some of your highlights on Huddle, and I did kind of see that. You know, you just see a scrum of people, and all of a sudden you pop out there. So is that really what it is? I mean, it's just getting off of these people. They might be stronger than you, but you know how to get out of it.
Most of the time, I'm getting double teamed and stuff, so I got to fight 2 blocks. One guy is coming one way, the other guy is coming the other way, and you just got to fight off one block and try to make the tackle, or just make a pile for the linebackers and try to let them make the plays. But
how exciting was this year? I mean, the run you guys had. Just take me through personally, as you have some time to reflect a little bit, what this football season was like for you.
It was amazing, especially districts. Really emotional for this. We didn't think well, I knew we could make it that far, but I didn't think we were going to. But I wish we made it to the state title, but it's whatever.
As you're blocking for this offense that's super exciting, what was that like? You have great running. I mean, there's talent everywhere. What was it kind of like? Was it on a daily basis? Everyone's like, I don't want to let down anyone else because we're playing at such a high level.
I was always trying to. I was always on my offensive line and stuff, trying to push them more and more, because at the end of the year, a lot of people I didn't want, last year I felt like a lot of people just wanted to quit at the end, but I made sure people wouldn't quit at the end just because how good we are, and it was our last time together.
Yeah, I'm sure it's exhausting too. I mean, that's a long season on the line, a lot of being beat up. I asked you about what you were good at earlier because I saw you're a great athlete, and I mean, you're a heavyweight wrestler, and then I see you on the kickoff team, and I thought if I saw you coming at me on the kickoff team, I'm out. Like, I'm gonna go and play soccer. When did you start on the kickoff team?
I think week 6 or 7.
Okay.
Someone got hurt, and then someone else replaced him, and I just said I'll go out there because I just felt like, because when I'm taking a break, I feel more tired. So when I keep going back and forth, and then I didn't worry about my sugar at all. So I just went out there and just kept going.
You seemed like you enjoyed it, and you were good at it. I mean, it made your highlight film.
Yeah.
Dude, what did Bloomsburg University like about you as you're going through the recruiting process? What did they look at with you and say, hey, we think you tick these boxes for us?
The head coach talked to me, Shep talk, and said they have a decent amount of D linemen, and the only one on their board right now is me, which made me feel really confident and made me feel like home. So I felt they were a good choice to choose, and I love football, even though I'm pretty good at wrestling.
Last thing I want to ask you, you're such a high-level athlete. You've been to States many years, but what did you still learn from wrestling last year, going to States? I think you had a win at States. What have you learned even from last season?
If you lose, it's just going to get you better.
Yeah.
No reason. It's not like it's the end. It's just going to make you better as a person, as a wrestler.
Last thing I want to ask you, do you know what you want to go to school for, or are you still thinking about it?
Criminal justice.
That's pretty cool. What made you want to do that?
I just thought it was cool.
Like joining the kickoff team. You're like, I'm into this. I'm going to sign up. Bronson, it's been a pleasure covering you in your career, and best of luck on everything else you're doing in your life.